My name is Joshua McKeever. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever this video finds you. Today I'd like to talk through 3 practical identity and access management use cases. Our integration platform we'll be using today will be Readibots. If you're not familiar with Readibots, I would highly encourage you to check out their website. I've had the pleasure the last few months of diving into the platform and wanted to share 3 use cases solved quickly and easily with Readibots. Our 3 use cases will touch upon 3 maturity levels. No matter where you are in your IAM journey, there are always improvements you can make. In my experience, you have to walk before running, run before sprinting. Our first example, the walk example, will be taking an existing script and showcasing how it can be standardized for use. In our second example, we will be integrating our script with another platform for better customer service and reduction of turnaround time. In our final example, we will be incorporating our integration in a non-standard way in an attempt to innovate in a traditional space. So for our 3 use cases, the first one, standardizing a service account creation workflow for consistent, repeatable results. Number 2 in our list, taking our refined and time-tested script, then integrating with a service management platform for just-in-time share folder creation. Finally, number 3 in our list, we want to throw out our existing service catalog experience and then meet the business in the simplest and least intrusive way possible. As seen in the sequence diagram displayed here, a common workflow for any organization would be for the service desk to be the point of contact in a process. In this use case, we want to empower our service desk to be able to create service accounts on the fly. Rather than granting permission directly in Active Directory, using Readibots, we can grant permissions to the script within the platform, which gives us a more granular control over who has permission to do what. So here we have our existing PowerShell script in our demo organization. We've been using this for many years in our organization, and the script just kind of gets passed around and people save local copies. However, with Readibots, it's in one place. It's easy to copy and paste that script to the bot, and then it's there. And then if there are parameters, Readibots automatically picks up on it and presents a form when the script is executed. After the script is executed, all the output is presented in a grid view, and it's completely customizable how long those outputs are retained, 10 days, 30 days, whatever your organization's retention periods are. And then finally, we can see here the new service account was created. As seen in the sequence diagram displayed here, we have a slightly more complex use case. Now, instead of the service desk directly executing the bot, we're making use of the Readibots publish to REST capability, which allows the bot to be executed via a REST call. Now, end users, instead of calling the service desk, they'll interact directly with the service catalog, and then Readibots will handle the backend. They'll facilitate the execution of the script, which will create a share folder, create new AD groups, and then assign appropriate missions to the share folder. So here's our quick demo. So starting in our service catalog, we'll submit the proposed name of our folder. After the customer submits the request, the ServiceNow flow calls the bot via REST, which posts the proposed folder name in a JSON body to Readibots. The flow in ServiceNow also closes the ticket opened and documents the response from Readibots in the work notes. That call that we made to Readibots is then queued and then processed in the order it's received. Once the bot processes the request, we can see our new share folder was created. We can see our 2 new AD groups controlling the permission on the folder itself, and we can see that the permissions were appropriately updated on the folder. For our last use case, as seen in the flow diagram displayed, we're representing an innovative approach to a support catalog. So rather than a user navigating to a support catalog and selecting the appropriate form and entering the requested information, our user is initiating their access request with a chat message. So our chatbot first looks to see if it has a predefined question and response for that question. Next in our flow is the meat and potatoes of our chatbot. This is where we combine the power of vector analysis with Readibots. When an access request is made via chat, this message is matched up against specific training data to initiate the most likely action to resolve the user's issue by initiating a bot. The final decision point in our flow responds to the user based on information from a large language model designed to respond with an identity and access management and cybersecurity focus. This is the Python script that will be running on our web server, monitoring and responding to chat. This first section here is using OpenAI embeddings and Facebook AI similarity search to respond with the most similar response based on the embedded training data we supply. This next section is actually completing the similarity search. And lastly, we have the function to respond to our chat messages. You'll notice the hard-coded responses to predefined keywords. You'll also notice the if statements to handle the access request portion and invoke the similarity search, ultimately identifying the appropriate entitlement and bot to complete the provisioning. So here, let's start with a predefined question and answer. Let's ask for information on a password reset. Here's our question, and then here's the bot responding. Next, let's get to the core of our use case and submit an access request via chat. We do need to start with our keyword of access request. That lets the script know to do a similarity search on our training data and identify the most likely entitlement and bot to complete the provisioning request. All right, here we can see the response from our chatbot. And let's bump over to Readibots to see what's going on. So in Readibots here, we can see that the request was submitted to a queue. We see that the script was called and is executing. And if we check Active Directory, we can see that our entitlement was assigned to our user. It's pretty awesome. Now back to chat. Let's ask the question and see if we can get a response using the large language model. Here's our question, the difference between a UPN and an email address. And here you can see we get a completely AI-generated answer for our question. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or suggestions, please comment and let me know.